Let me show you how to find the reservation wage, and I'm going to use the same example we used in the last video when we solved the utility maximization problem. So the difference here is that actually we don't even need to know what the market wage is to find someone's reservation wage. And remember, the reservation wage is that wage where they're just indifferent between working and not working. Above the reservation wage, they're definitely going to work, and below it, they're definitely not going to work. Now, the key to finding this is simply to find the slope of the indifference curve at the kink point. The kink point is also known, by the way, as the endowment point. And in our example, the endowment point is going to be the 100 hours of work and the $500. So let me show you what I mean with a picture. Okay, let's picture consumption versus leisure. And we know from the previous example we had 100 hours to allocate. And we know that if you didn't work at all, you had $500 to spend. That's your endowment, basically. So we call that the endowment point. And we want to find the slope of the indifference curve at that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an indifference curve. Let's say, just for an example, we have some budget constraint, and I'm going to just say that the slope here is -3. Not the same as in our previous example. At this wage of 3, this person has clearly chosen not to work. Now, the question is, what wage will it take to get them to work? So all you need to do is take the marginal rate of substitution, which we know was equal to -C/L, and I'm going to plug in my endowment point to get the reservation wage. Now my wage is not going to be negative, but the slope is negative, so that's why I have a negative there. So my reservation wage is usually written W with a squiggle, and I'm going to plug in 500 for C and 100 for L. That's my endowment point. And so the reservation wage is 5. So that means when the wage hits 5, this person is going to be indifferent between working and not working. If the wage gets higher, they will definitely work. And so if you picture a budget constraint that is actually tangent to, I'm going to extend it just to give you an idea of what the tangency might look like. This budget constraint here looks approximately tangent to the indifference curve at the endowment point, and that budget constraint would have a slope of -5. That would be the reservation wage.